Hello, YT. They call me Ace, aka Radical. Next up, we're gonna be drawing a Pokemon and flying Nimbus. This is going to be a pencil sketch and color. I appreciate the click. Let's get into it. Let's go! Who's that Pokemon? Let's dance. Light pencil sketch. Once again, we are in the Pokemon territory. This Pokemon is so rare that it is still said to be a mirage by many experts. Only a few people seen it worldwide. This Pokemon was discovered in the Kanto region, at least within the video game history. Give you another minute. The Pokemon is fairly obvious by the silhouette that you saw prior, just now. Alright, let's get into it. We are drawing Mew today. We're drawing Mew with Flying Nimbus. We were drawing a picture of Mew that we saw on the internet. We was like, oh, this is cool, this is adorable, and it used colored lines, and I was like, hey, we don't use colored lines much, let's do that too, that's always fun. Well, I wouldn't know if it's always fun because we don't do that, but it seemed fun, is what I mean to say. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Blue, definitely because of Blastoise on the cover. I am a Squirtle starter type trainer myself, personally. And I remember that there were two methods, I believe, that you could get Mew in those games back when. Now, when I first had the game, I wasn't able to acquire Mew, unfortunately. But later on in my life, as I replayed the game, either on an emulator or maybe when it came out as Fire Red and Leaf Green, I was able to do the whole Mew cheat code, or the Mew trick. The trick to get Mew, one was you had to wait for the SSN, I was gonna say bus or train, the SSN boat, either to float away and then you surf to go around there, or before it floats away, you surf to go around there, and you'll see a truck there, and then Mew will be like under the truck. Fairly easy to catch. That was one method. Another method that I remembered was the Masingo method. Everybody knew the Masingo method. That was one of the best cheat codes ever, at least in Pokemon history. But yes, all my friends knew about it. Everyone was happy to tell you, yo, you know about the Masingo thing? You get 199 this, 99 that. But the thing about the Masingo cheat code was that when you caught Masingo, and then you leveled it up one, it would evolve into Mew, or something like that. You probably had to do something else besides just the normal Masingo stuff. But yeah, something like that was another way to get Mew. I remember doing it both ways. First the Masingo way, that way was easier. The second, the former method was much harder to do for me. And I think I remember trying it once and failing, and I'm not sure why it failed. I can't remember. I'm old. But yeah, all this to say that I cherish Mew as one of my favorite Pokemons. Not favorite, but one of my original legendary, or more accurately, mythical Pokemon. We have a bunch of others, of course, as the list kept going on and on, which made me appreciate Mew even more so, because it feels like the Kanto region was my generation. Yeah, exactly that. As you can see, we did the color line that I mentioned earlier as well. We did like a, I don't know what color that is honestly, but some kind of light purple, almost pink kind of color for the outline of Mew. Sketch done. We're into color mode now. Now, Mew initially has blue eyes, and I, of course, being me, made his eyes, or her eyes, green, because that's my favorite color. Because, like I mentioned earlier, Mew is so rare, there wouldn't be a bunch of Mews that some eyes are blue, some eyes are green. So, if we're thinking canon, this is just a made-up Mew for me. And I'm perfectly fine with that. A Spilt Ink Mew. Like an almost shiny Mew. We added Flying Nimbus to this picture because Mew was already up in the air, and it was like the perfect cameo or crossover pick.
Wait, don't move that.
Why are you the way that you are? I did think to put Goku on it, but then I was like, nah, I don't think I want any humans in this picture. Even though Goku's not human, he's a Saiyan. But you get what I'm saying. No pun intended. I do like these markers that I'm using. Not the Sharpies, you know I love my Sharpies, but the other markers that I've used for like the clouds in the back there and the sky, I do like these markers, however. They aren't, I say totally down to the socks now. They aren't, what's the word that I'm looking for? Opaque, right? They're too transparent, in which they go on as layers, and I don't like it. It's good for certain scenarios. It's not good for broad space coloring. At least not for me. Nope, for me. But I am still on my artist journey, so I'm still learning a bunch of stuff. As far deep into it as I already am, my foundation can, you know, can use some work. We can learn things. We can learn things. So as far as color skills go, coloring, yeah, trying to learn a bunch of new techniques, trying to figure out how to color blend, trying to figure out which colors match and mix best, contrast, all those art terms. So with this picture, like with many other pictures that we draw, we are having fun, trying to kill it, and practice it all in one. All in one. Appreciate you.
To be clear, when I say that Kanto being my generation, what I meant to say is that it's the start of our Pokemon journey in that generation. Because of course we go on to Johto, Hoenn, so on and so forth, however far you go. Here we have the pencil sketch transitioning into full color. The kind-hearted Mew. In this picture, we were supposed to tilt Mew's head a little bit more. It's a little bit too straight. Ooh.
Another one done, son. Fun, fun, fun. Thank you for sticking around if you stuck around for this long. Like if you liked the video, subscribe if you with this noise, share it if you about that. This has been a picture of Mew and Flying Nimbus. Sketch and color on paper. You can follow me at Spilt Ink Ace if you'd like to check me out on my social media. I'm also on Patreon, same name. And I really do appreciate you for your view. Alright? Later.